hole.
The hole countries.
I'm a proud holer.
This story is full of holes. So here I thought this would be the big story of the week. Check out this sexy kangaroo. Look at him. It's a big problem. He's apparently blocking people from a restroom in an Australian national park. Look at him. That is a sexy kangaroo. He's like the Burt Reynolds of kangaroos. Seriously, that pouch must be made of mirrors because I can see myself in it. But then I also thought that this would be the story of the week, too.
Sunday, 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 get ready to be frenemies. As the creators of Man Scouts present the White House Rumble 2 Sloppy Seconds. It's President Trump versus the scruffy sea cow, the gray-skinned goblin, the triple-shirted nightmare, Steve Bannon. It's an all-out war in the Oval between 45 and the totally disheveled, totally unshaven former chief strategist. It'll be messier than your teenager's bedroom. And the first 100 viewers receive a free temporary job at the White House. So get your act together before the globalists get their grubby hands on this one. It's the White House Rumble 2 Sloppy Seconds.
But you know, all of that, it seems like years ago. Trump has this uncanny ability to warp time. Whatever we were talking about on Thursday, it seems like it happened in the 90s. And not the 1990s. The 90s, you know? The new top story is making everyone holier than thou.
For him to claim that all the countries of Africa are holes is woefully ignorant. Whole country.
Whole countries.
So-called whole countries.
Hole.
Considered a hole.
It's like they never swore in their lives, and it's all coming out now. I hope Trump introduces a new vulgarity every week just so they can repeat it over and over again. All right. They're applauding that. But it's not like they've ever used that word or intent. If you're in the New York media and you're outraged by that word, you are a hypocrite because you use that word all the time, mainly to describe any gym that doesn't have a juice bar, or a pub that doesn't serve craft beer, or any place that's beneath your standards of comfort and luxury. Now, Trump denies he worded it this way, but come on. Other men in the room say otherwise, which leads me to conclude, what a bunch of tattletales. Anyway, I wish he would clean up his act, but come on, the media is treating this word, which is not a deed, like it's Armageddon.
A white honky from Norway can come here, but a black dude from Haiti can't. What does that tell you in an America that in one generation called you an We're no different than we were a generation ago, and we're learning the same lessons that we learned when we called a Chinese man a when we called a man from Guatemala and we called a black man
Did he just say all of that? That's wrong. I think we need something to calm me down. Now, I get it. Trump's rhetoric makes him a heavy lift. You know what he is? He's that 2-hour drive for 30 minutes at the beach. But when the media turns this into this collective dewy-eyed drama queen, I start to think the drive, it's worth it. Fact is, we have a president who talks like this, and this isn't even the worst thing he said. But I look at it this way. Who would you rather have operate on your kid? A great doctor who's an or an incompetent guy who's a charmer? We know what we got. But here's the thing, as long as Trump's actions are good, we'll probably live with a not-so-good rhetoric. But if things start turning south, then who knows? But so far, so good. Remember this.
We want to see something happen with DACA. It's been spoken of for years. Fact is, our country was such a mess, nobody even knows what the numbers are. But we'll know what the numbers are. But above all else, any bill we pass must improve jobs, wages, and security for American citizens. The people who elected us, all of us, the people that elected us, we have to take care of them.
Now, Trump did so good that he even drew praise from Trump.
My performance, some of them called it a performance, I consider it work. But got great reviews by everybody other than 2 networks who were phenomenal for about 2 hours.
He just graded his own paper and gave himself an A. No, an A's probably not high enough. An AAA. And for CNN, it wasn't just a meeting. It was a gosh darn sausage party.
TV sensation of sausage making. That was great. It is great for people to be able to see as Chris calls it, the sausage making spectacle. Before we dig into the dazzling spectacle that we saw yesterday of sausage making.
That was like 3 days ago. They were so happy back then. Sausage! But not everyone was on board. Check out this pair of nuts.
This was nothing more than a dog and pony show where he was using Democrats and Republicans to try and show that he was fit, when in truth he actually showed that he had very little command of the issue. I had some friends that went to Paris over the holiday, and they said they were viscerally...
Paris, Texas, right?
Paris, France.
Oh, Paris, France.
And they said they were just viscerally embarrassed to be Americans. They said it was the first time that it was sort of chilling.
Grandpa kept kind of wandering back and forth, and he had to be reminded time and time again by Republicans what he believed.
I keep trying to figure out how she's able to move that dummy's lips. It's got to be... That's how you work a dummy. Anyway, no matter what Trump does, they're going to gripe, but he doesn't help himself with his rhetoric. Still, America rolls along, content as baby leopards. Small business optimism is at an all-time high. Yeah, that works. The economy is chugging along. Companies are giving bonuses, benefits, and wage increases to their employees. He's coerced North Korea to the table. Iran is bubbling with a secular revolution. All of these things have majority approval across the parties, which kind of strikes me as centrist. So what exactly has Trump done that's pushing us down this slippery slope to a fascist dystopia? Not much, except for crude words. And yeah, he's blunt to the point of ugliness. But I'm sorry, I don't see Joe and Mika taking spa vacations in the Sudan. At least Trump admits that he doesn't. So take a tip from this sexy kangaroo. Sit back, relax, calm down. Nothing's more attractive than an unflappable marsupial.